Hello, my dear children. Today we have a new lesson to learn, that is towards a new Kerala society. From the first page of the chapter, we can see a poem which is translated in English by P.C. Gangadharan. Let's read the Malayalam poem. തൊട്ടുകൂടാത്തവർ തീണ്ടിക്കൂടാത്തവർ ദൃഷ്ടിയിൽപ്പെട്ടാലും ദോഷമുള്ളോർ കെട്ടില്ലാത്തോർ തമ്മിലുണ്ണാത്തോരിങ്ങനെ ഒട്ടല്ലഹോ ജാതിക്കോമരങ്ങൾ. The above lines are from Kumaran Ashan's Duravastha. From the poem or from the lines, we can understand the social condition of the Kerala. What are the evil practices that prevailed in Kerala society in the past? First one, caste discrimination, child marriage, and untouchability, etc. So many evil practices like the denial of equal opportunity and exploitation prevailed in Kerala due to rigid caste hierarchy. Discrimination was apparent in clothing, occupation, dwelling, language, and even names. Women were denied equal opportunities. It is the social condition that prompted Swami Vivekananda to describe Kerala as a lunatic asylum. Vaikunta Swamigal was the one of the earliest social reformer in Kerala. He was born at Shastankoil in Kanyakumari. During that period, the Avarnas, or called the lower caste people, were prohibited from drawing water from the wells used by Savarnas, that is the upper caste people. It was denied the drawing water from the wells of upper caste people by lower caste people. Vaikunta Swamigal challenged this social abuse by digging wells, which were free for use by everyone irrespective of caste. He also began the practice of interdining, that is Samapandi Bhojanam, where people collected and cooked rice, cereals, and vegetables and dined together irrespective of their caste. He also raised a voice against the evil custom of preventing women of the so-called lower caste from wearing upper cloth, protested against the prohibition on temple entry, formed Samatva Samajam, an organization for carrying out social reforms. The activities of Swamigal inspired the Chana revolt, otherwise known as upper cloth mutiny, that fought for the right of the Chanar woman to wear upper clothes and knee-length garments. His stance, one should get wages for work, also influenced the people. He expressed his contempt towards the British government by referring to as Vennija Bharanam, or the rule of white devils. Next portion is Chattambi Swamigal's ideology. Chattambi Swamigal was a philanthropist who worked for the benefit and well-being of human society irrespective of caste and creed. He was born at Kannamula in Thiruvananthapuram. He argued for the temple entry of the depressed classes and their freedom of movement. He interdined with the depressed classes and worked for the social progress. He opposed the Brahmanic domination that existed in the society and cooperated with all sections of society in the activities for social reformation. He had in-depth knowledge in Vedas and Upanishads. The important works of Chattambi Swamigal are Vedadikara Nirupanam and Prajina Malayalam. He believed that human progress is possible only by acquiring knowledge and wealth. His perspectives were beyond caste and religion. His samadhi was at Panmana in Kollam district. In your textbook, we can see a quote. This quote major perspectives of Srinarayana Guru, who was a social reformer in Kerala. Elimination of the caste system was the primary aim of Guru's social activities. He toiled for communal harmony. He organized an all-religion conference at Aluva, and at the main entrance of venue, he wrote this. What was the quote? This conference is not to argue and win, but to know and inform. The declaration of Guru that the caste of humanity is being humane created new waves in the society. His aim was to mold the society into a civilized one. He knew that the upward social mobility of the depressed classes could not be attained through the propagation of ideology alone. So he devised practical ways for social change through poverty alleviation programs. He suggested setting up of industries for providing employment for people. He created awareness against the evil customs like Pulikudi, Thirendu Kalyanam and Thalikettu Kalyanam, and advised people to lead a simple life by giving up extravagance and luxury. The Srinarayana Dharma Paripalana Yogam was founded in 1903 to propagate the teachings of Guru. Srinarayana Guru was born at Chembaranthi in Thiruvananthapuram. His major works are Atmopadesha Shadakam, Darshanamala and Devadashakam. The contributions of Guru in the field of social renaissance won the appreciation of Mahatma Gandhi and Rabindranath Tagore. Next social reformer is Ayyangali. Ayyangali was a reformer who strived for the uplift of the depressed classes. He organized that education is an investment for resolving social inequalities and to improve the social status of the depressed classes. In 1904, Ayyangali established a school exclusively for the depressed classes. When the students from depressed classes were denied education, Ayyangali proclaimed, "If our children are denied education, we will grow weeds all over the paddy fields." He was born at Venganur in Thiruvananthapuram district. Sadhujana Paripalana Sangham was the organization he founded for his reform activities. The right of Avarnas to walk freely along the public roads, school admission of the students from depressed classes, and better wages for laborers were the aims of the organization. As a famous leader of the depressed classes, he became a member of the Srimulam Praja Sabha or People's Assembly. Gandhiji appreciated the activities of Ayyangali.